If you're a sim racer and you are feeling stuck or frustrated on track, whether it just be on a normal simcade like Gran Turismo 7 or even Forza or even the more competitive side of iRacing and Assetto Corsa, this video is definitely going to help you break through that ceiling or that plateau that you might be currently facing. So stick around, we might be able to help you. Let's cut to the chase. You've probably already tried all the usual stuff. Binge watching lap guides on YouTube, scrolling through endless tips and tricks, and watching more trail breaking videos than you can fathom. But guess what? Your slowpoke self still is not making any progress. Does this sound familiar? You've seen the pros absolutely tear up the track. You've tried to mimic their moves and then bam, you're stuck in the same old rut thinking, I'm doing exactly what they're doing, but I'm light years behind. Don't sweat it. We've all been there, even the world champs. Now, if you haven't gone through all that yet, you are here looking for a quick fix. Don't be a lazy chop. Go check out my pro tips and rules videos that has multiple videos to help you with the technical aspects like braking, cornering, etc. The link is in the description below. Please, don't be lazy, go check them out. So let's quickly cover some signs of you being stuck. Let's call it the what. Number 1 is the lack of consistency in lap times. Number 2 is the difficulty in adapting to different track conditions. Number 3, the stagnation in improvement despite consistent practice, or feeling stuck at a certain level or skill level or ranking. And finally, frustration with repeated mistakes or errors during races after spending countless hours of preparing. Those are the signs of being stuck. And let's go on how to actually solve them and what causes these issues.
Number 1, the change of scenery. Sometimes the issue isn't the racing, it's the room you're in. Perhaps it's a little bit clustered, and ever notice how your base laps come straight after you have cleaned your room? Well, for me that is, once I feel comfortable where I'm racing. A fresh environment can be super empowering, not only for you but for your mindset and your clutter around you. If you're working from home perhaps and your office is there, you need to be able to distinguish yourselves from work to pleasure, and that's a very important thing. Your brain likes fresh environments, and trust me, so do your lap times. So there are the 3 ways that you're able to change your scenery without spending too much money. Number 1, get yourself a liter can of paint at the local hardware store. Paint your room out, make a nice little fun environment. Come back the following day and realize this actually felt nice. It gives you that little bit of a new vibe or kick to do some racing. Number 2, your rig's position. Maybe put your rig in the different side of the room if you're capable of doing that. If not, fair enough. Other than that, flip your rig around, put it the different side of the room, put it on that side of the curtains, etc. And number 3, what you can do perhaps is look at changing your rooms. Take your rig to a different room or take your setup to a different room, and where it's not as clustered, maybe you've got family, kids running around, etc. You can't focus as much, perhaps take it out there if you have the option to do so. Right, those are the 3 ways you can change the scenery and hopefully break through your stuck barrier. Solution number 2, join a team. Fine, racing solo is great if you like having conversations with yourself.
You suck, Dino.
But there's only so much self-reflection you can do and so many answers you can debate yourself on until you become crazy or stuck. Literally. Teams bring a whole new level of learning. Blah, blah, blah. Did I just say that? I'm not going to delete that. Anyway. Plus, when you're in a team, you've got people around you to say, hey, chop. Maybe don't break that late next time, or unless you're trying to become one with the walls or the gravel trap. Focus on this and focus on that.
Subscribe
and you know
to
the
my
most
channel.
important part of the boys in the team is the good old banter. You know, the good old banter from Mr. Smith.
Just need B-roll footage for the fucking video.
Yes, B-roll footage with a cacase, bro.
That's what your boys are for.
Cacase in.
Yeah, it's in.
It's easy
Guys,
to get
cacase.
these things done. Very good.
It's toilets. Shit house.
So, 3 highlights. So, there are 3 easy ways to get yourself a team. Usually it's on the communities like Facebook, X, or even Discord. Those are the best places that I'm looking for. So, tip number 1. Go onto Facebook community groups, type in the sim that you're driving, and there's thousands upon thousands of drivers. Number 2, make sure it's the right team for your fit. If you still like your beers over the weekend and you're chilling and you're a casual racer, make sure the team that you're going to be doing that with is aligned with your personality type. If you want to be more serious and you're a newbie and you want to really grow, make sure the team is aligned on that specific part as well. It doesn't help you're a super fast driver, already knows a lot, and the team that you're going to be driving for can't benefit you to grow. Nothing wrong with that, however, nothing wrong with being super competitive or super casual. Just make sure the team is aligned to your progress and needs. Before you join, tip number 3 is go have a look at their socials, have a look at their standings, and maybe do a little bit of research to see how other teams in the community feels about this specific team. You don't want to associate yourself with wolves. All right, number 3 on how to get out of your stuckiness is take a bloody break. I mean, look, I get it. The grind is real, but sometimes the best thing you can do to get faster is just to stop racing for a little bit. You cannot keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Credit to Albert Einstein for that quote. Okay, so it sounds crazy, right? But seriously, step away from the rig for a bit. Go outside, breathe fresh air, touch some grass. Trust me, your sim rig will not leave you while you're gone. Spend some time with the family, whether it be a day, a week, or even 2 weeks. In fact, it'll be waiting for you with open arms when you come back, probably driving faster than ever. So 2 simple ways that you can take a break. Either a very short-term break out of a session, if you're doing one of those focus sessions and you still feel yourself not progressing through and you might be busy getting irritated, which is a very quick short break, step out of your rig. Go make yourself a cup of coffee, have a smoke or a cigarette. If you do smoke or have a cigarette, come back, think about what it is that you possibly might be doing wrong, get back into your rig and continue. Now, for the longer breaks, if it's a monthly thing or a weekly thing that you're currently struggling with, take a week break. Do not sim race. Do not go to another sim racing game. If you're a gamer, maybe pop around in different games. Other than that, just step away from racing altogether for a week long. So those are the 2 ways you can take a break and come back revitalized. Number 4 is focus your sessions and time. Let's be real. Most of us don't have hours and hours and hours to just drive laps or do 2, 3 or 4 league races in the course of a week. We're students, we're parents, we've got full-time jobs. So instead of overcommitting to every racing league out there, take a step back. Do not arrive and drive as much as you think you are able to do that. You will not grow. So set a target, like something specific your coach pointed out, and spend a session working on just that. If you're always driving without focus, you'll keep getting the same results. And remember what happens if you keep doing the same thing over and over again? You get the same results. So 3 ways to get yourself focused. Number 1, do not overcommit to too many leagues over the period of a week. Number 2, set yourself specific targets and goals, 2 practice sessions or 3 practice sessions per race that you are preparing for. Focus on something specific that you know is one of your bad habits at the moment. And then number 3, make sure your time or your mindset is perfectly fine. Do not directly after work jump on. Get yourself a time period when the family is to bed, once you've done your studies and you're completely zoned out, to focus your time and dedication and the limited amount of time that we have to make sure that you progress forward. Number 5, 1 more to go after this. Number 5 is get coaching. It doesn't have to be in the form of paid coaching. It might be a friend, a teammate, somebody in the community you know who's willing to give you advice, or it might be general coaching. Post one of your hot lap videos onto your Discord or the Facebook and just ask people, give me your honest thoughts, guys. Very important though, eat the fish, spit out the bones. Meaning that take the things that you believe might be true and use them. Do not slam down comments that you already know or things that you've already learned. Thank those people and then move on. Eat the fish, spit out the bones. Okay, all like to think we know what we're doing, but we don't. Even though if you're a 90% solid driver, there's still that 10% that you might not know. So just to recap, there are 3 ways you can get coaching. Number 1, in the form of paid coaching. Ask in your communities and your Discords for your sim racing, whether it's iRacing, Gran Turismo, Forza, or even Assetto Corsa. There's always coaches that you can pay there for. Number 2 is post your video or your gameplay footage in the community and ask for opinions. Trust me, there are always those people who know a lot. Sometimes they do. Open your mind and listen to advice. Then number 3, private sessions with your teammates, friends, or family members that do the racing with you. Get involved with them. sit down with them and maybe have a look and explore different avenues that you can improve on. And then the final one, number 6, which most of us currently do, is your comfort zone. Hit that thing, man.
Subscribe to my
Anyway,
channel.
you've got your favorite car and track combo down, your favorite class of cars, GT2, GT3, GT4, and a select few tracks that you're comfortable with. But that's exactly why you're stuck. Get out of that comfort zone. Pick a car that handles like a bar of soap. Yes, I'm also known for these things. I don't like to go and attend races that I'm not fully prepared for. It's out of my comfort zone. I don't want to embarrass myself. However, that is something that I myself am also working on. So you'll be surprised what you learn. So I used to be all about GT3 cars until I tried a Formula car. It was terrifying, like driving a rocket on wheels, but I actually loved it at the end of the day. I hope the same for you as well. So 2 ways to step out of your comfort zones: change your current car and track combos, number 1 and 2, or go participate in a higher league that you feel worthy of. Those are 2 ways that you can get out of it and get out of that comfy zone, boy.
Subscribe
So
to my
guys,
channel.
that's a little recap. If you're feeling stuck, it's time to shake things up. Join a team, change your environment, get a coach, get out of your comfort zone, be a little bit more focused, and even take a break or paint the room. Thank you so much for watching, boys, and I do hope you have a lovely time getting unstuck. Ciao, ciao, ciao.